5 minutes. And if they don't put a dent into the lead, okay, now I sit him. But I'm not going to come out of the halftime and not play Joel Embiid or not play my starters.
That was, to me, very close for Brett Brown to being a fireable offense. And if I'm Joshua Harris, the principal owner, and I'm sitting, well, I don't know if he's at the game or just at home watching it on TV. He also owns the Devils, as you know. And I would sit back and say, what is my coach doing? I think they've been asking that question at junctures all year long. And I think Brett Brown's on the hottest seat in the playoffs.
Well, why is Brett Brown on the hottest seat if Joel Embiid is sick?
Okay, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I don't know. And to your point, it's so mysterious what's going on with him because then he goes over on the bench, and this is such a bad look. It looked like he was looking at a stat sheet, and I don't know what stat sheet it could be because obviously it was 9 minutes left in the game. It could be through 3/4 of stats because they hand those out along press row. So what are you doing reading the stat sheet saying, well, at least I put up decent numbers, right? I was 5 out of 10. I scored 13 points.
You don't need the stat sheet to know you playing like crap.
Oh.
I know.
I mean, so what did he think? All of a sudden he had like 30 and 15? Is that what he thought the stat sheet was going to reveal?
Maybe he's thinking to himself, I don't know. Well, I made 5 of 10 shots. That doesn't look so bad. I don't know.
As if we didn't watch.
But there's that big glaring 8 over there in that far column, which is the turnover column.
But Skip, you know what? You keep harping that he's the best player in the East, while these other players, you see Kawhi, you see Giannis, you see what they do on a nightly basis. And when they have a bad game, they bounce back with a tremendous game. Now, we've seen back-to-back games from Ben Simmons. And see what happened with you, and you fell into the trap in Game 2. They won with Joel Embiid scoring 12 points. And everybody's like, ooh, the Sixers. I'm like, they're not winning with Joel Embiid not being dominant.
Okay, what happened in Game 3?
He was dominant, 33 and 10.
And 5 blocks.
And then he turns around and all of a sudden the flu jumped on him.
The flu jumped on him, but it had been jumping on him all along because we were told 2 weeks ago he had 2 viruses at once. Yeah. Never heard of that one before. And again, when these teams say these things,
West Nile?
Well, it was West Nile and bird flu all together, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Influenza. I don't know.
It doesn't. And the thing is, Skip, when you get out there, when you're this level of talent, and you're on the floor and you're meddling around, it's not a good look for you or your team. One or two things. You're going to have to play all out or you're going to have to sit it down.
Yeah.
There's no in-between at this juncture.
Yeah. Well, to your point about Ben Simmons and the rest, the shock to me was that, again, they go as Joel goes, and he was going so south. The body language that he had was mirrored in every other Sixer last night.
100%.
Nobody played defense last night. I've never seen such poor, shoddy, half-hearted defense. There were a couple of times when Siakam got the ball at the three-point line, and he looked around like, you mean nobody's going to guard me? I think I'm going to make this one. Okay.
Or I'll drive to the basket and get a layup.
I'll get a layup.
Oh, and Kawhi just dunking on everybody.
Okay, can we see that one? It was 2.6 seconds left in the first half. Could we see this one? Right, they roll out the red carpet right down Broadway.
Whoa!
Oh, they kind of look like they half-heartedly were starting to go up. Nobody contested it at the rim.
Do you blame them?
I do. I blame them.
You want to be on the poster?
Hugely.
Do you want to be on somebody's wall?
And Ian Eagle on TNT just went crazy, and I'm like, he just dunked on nobody.
Everybody.
Nobody.
He jumped on the Liberty Bell, Ben Franklin, everybody.
Did he? Well,
yeah, Gino's Philly cheesesteak. He dunked on everybody.
Yeah, well, this was in Toronto, so you're going to have to come up with some Toronto references. And, you know, I was looking at the silver lining for Toronto.
What's the silver lining?
At least they didn't have to worry about having a close, highly contested fourth quarter in which number 2 might disappear.
Don't do that, Skip.
He might miss 4 free throws. He might have 2 crucial late turnovers, and you dodged that last night. You didn't have to worry.
Well, he said, well, I already got 35, so I don't really need to do any more damage.
Really?
Yeah, this game was over.
Did he have 35?
No, he had 21. Nice 21 and 13. Can I interest you in that? Can I interest you in that, Skip?
Would you like the way he's been?
Who's the leading scorer?
You know what, Skip? You see what you do? You see what you did right there, Skip?
Pascal Siakam.
Yes.
Woo, he's coming, right? Woo. Is he not? He just might be their best player. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
You know. Like I said, you covered this game since the mid-'70s.
I like Siakam a lot.
I like Siakam.
And by the way, he's playing hurt because he injured himself when he kicked, right? When he, remember that?
Spoke that a calf injury.
Yeah.
Look, you know the importance of a Game 5, Skip. Especially if you can steal this thing on the road, you go home with a chance to close it out.
No, but he steps on the floor and he does not want to be on the floor. You have to stop that. you have to pull him immediately and just say, you're shut down for the rest of the night.
Well, clearly they didn't see him walking into the building. Because if I'd have saw him walking into the building, I'd say, son, you're not playing tonight.
I was just going to say that.
Because sometimes, Skip, you got to save a player from himself.
Yep.
Because, you know, it's in us to go out there. We feel we can help the team no matter the situation. Because they're saying, well, 15, 20% Joel Embiid is better than a Boban.
Boban actually played pretty well down there.
Skip, I mean, come on down. He played the last 6 minutes of the game.
He made 3 out of 4 shots. I was thinking, well, at least somebody did something tonight.
Skip.
Play him.
The game,
I don't know.
The game was over.
Yeah.
As you just mentioned, they were down 40. So what was he going to They're not a 40-point shot.
Yeah. So the outlier here is game 3. The aberration is game 3, the Mark Jackson game.
Yeah.
The game in which Mark Jackson decrees that he should be considered in the conversation with the all-time best big men ever. And I told you the next day, well, I got no problem with that, except the problem is he's always hurt or something.
Sure.
Now it's not just injuries, it's whatever this other thing is.
And Mark said basically, and here's the caveat, if he's healthy, healthy's going to play a big part of this.
But he meant knee healthy.
Yes.
Right? Body healthy, not flu healthy.
And my thing is, I don't know if he's going to put the work in, training-wise, nutritional-wise, to be among the Pantheon greats. That's the question that I have. Yeah, the knees. Skip, anytime you have a discussion about, especially a young player early in his career, and you try to project out and he's having a type career early on as Joel Embiid, injuries are always a factor, no matter what the sport. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be all-time great. They said that about Mike Trout early on. They said he's the next Mickey Mantle if he can stay healthy. So far, so good, knock on wood. But with Joel Embiid, Skip, I'm not so sure that he does the things outside of the arena.
Probably not.
That leads to having great success long-term in the arena. That bears to be watched.
Yep, it does. So what also bears watching is there are 2 days before what's left of the Sixers get to play.
Oh, you know it's over, huh?
Well, I don't think.
You know it's over, right?
Well, I just, you want to talk about the biggest X factor, 7-foot-tall X factor in the history of pro basketball? It's this guy. Because I don't know from night to night. What if game 3 Embiid shows up?
That ain't happening.
Well,
and I could have got me a case of dew last night.
Well, you could have had.
I could have had a case of dew. I could have, because I told you 20.
And you know what?
No.
Don't come crying to me because you just chicken out. Okay, don't come crying. Don't bring it up in hindsight.
Thought about it.
You could have, but you didn't. You know, Joel Embiid could have been healthy last night, but he wasn't.
Well, when was the last time he's been healthy?
Well, just 6 nights ago.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe he played through misery that night. I have no idea.
He played through misery.
I don't know.
He gave you 33
maybe that was his Jordan flu game and we just didn't know it.
Maybe
he needs to be hospitalized and re-diagnosed. Maybe he's got some mysterious illness that we've never heard of before.
Your best player in the East needs to rise and shine. When they play Thursday?
This game is tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to show he's the best player. Because all I know is I seen Giannis. Giannis says, I'm the best player.
Yeah.
I've seen Kawhi. Kawhi says, I'm the best player.
Yeah.
And I've seen them over the last 3 or 4 ball games play like the best players in the East. Giannis played like he's the best player in the NBA. That's what he's trying to say.
Well,
I need to see what your guy going to do.
Well, Embiid was the best guy only 6 nights ago. And once again, Toronto is a 1.5 favorite at Philadelphia.
Yes.
And it's just like it was for the other 2 games in Philadelphia. So here we go. It's all about number 21.
Can I get some dew?
Do?
Yeah, on the bet.
Well, what do I get? Do I get Joel Embiid or not?
I don't know. He's on the Sixers.
Well,
I'm betting.
wait until he walks in.
We'll have to wait until tomorrow and see if anybody reports on the West Nile virus he has.
Man, he got no West now.
He might.
Should we be worried about the guy, though? I mean, this is ridiculous how bad he's
Jenny's
been playing.
worried about it.
No, I just mean, if you're going to play, shouldn't his teammates be upset with him? Like, why are they not calling him out?
They can't.
They can't.
But he should be better than this. He's their best guy, and everyone's feeding off of his energy.
Okay.
Right?
What energy?
Yeah. J.J. Redick had 3 points.
Yeah, they won't even let J.J. shoot it anymore. He's completely out of the offense. The offense now is Jimmy Butler goes 1-on-2 until he finally forces up a shot at the clock. Way to go. That's all you got.
So you know what? It seems to me, since somebody picked the Sixers to win and somebody else picked Toronto to win, the person that picked the Sixers is a little upset.
You know what's funny about that? all year long, somebody at this desk loved the Sixers, and somebody is not wearing a cool shirt. Somebody's wearing a brown shirt.
But here's the thing, Skip. You have these epiphanies. The realization. The moment.
The moment and the epiphany was you realized number 2, late of the San Antonio Spurs, now plays for the Toronto Raptors.
And I said he missed 22 games?
Yeah.
That means he's going to be healthy, be able to give you 40 minutes of great ball.
Yeah.
I got to go with him.
Yeah,
okay, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this one. Is tonight a must-win for the Warriors? We'll discuss that next. Don't forget, you can check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel and SiriusXM. We'll be right back.